This is the Roulette Master, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe by hitting the red subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. Also ring that bell for notifications because I have new content releasing every single day of the week at 8 a.m. And I want to thank those that tuned in for the live stream yesterday and the first one as well. I'm going to try to start planning them. The reason we haven't had tons of views is because I haven't let you guys know in advance when I'm doing them. I was just testing it out. So in the future, I'll try to plan those so that you guys know when we're going to do them, because it's pretty fun to have you guys send your questions in during the live stream so that so I can answer them, and it's a pretty fun format. So let's go ahead and get started with today's video. This one was sent in by one of my subscribers, Bill, and I'm going to go over the way that he plays. It's a modified martingale strategy, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so instead of $10 bets, he starts with 20, and he bets on the opposite color that just hit. So the last was red, so we'll start with black. And he uses he says a $2,000 startup. And he says the reason why, and the second bet, by the way, is going to be 40. He says the reason why is because he can make much more money starting with $20 with this modified progression, and by having a little bit more bankroll, he can last almost as long as with the lower amount. So let's go through this. So the second one was 40. The next one is going to be, so it went 20, 40. Now it's going to be 60. Okay. So now we're going to go to 120. Okay, and we got one. We still haven't made anything because with this system, you need to hit in the first couple times to make the money. But let's go ahead and keep playing this. So the red is going to be 20 now. We're going to start over because we won that one. Okay, starting out a little slow, we lost again. So the next one will be 40. I'll go over the full progression here in a minute. Alright, there we go. Now we're up $20. Now we'll switch back to black for 20. Okay, we lost that one. So we'll go to 40 now on black. I think I missed that one, just a second. No, I had that right. Okay, so then we go to 80. Okay, now to 160. And he says most progressions that start with 20 you end up busting, but his is a little bit longer because of the startup fund and the progression. So right now we're still at $40, and we'll go to red for 20. So his full progression on this is going to be, and we got the win there. I'll go over that in a second. We're up 60 now, so 20 on black. His full progression is going to be 20, 40, 60, 120, 240, 480, 960. Okay, so that's a pretty long progression for starting with 20, so I'll give him credit for that. We're up $80 right now. And then we'll go over how many chances you actually get to double with this. Okay, so we're up $100 now. So this actually gives you 8 chances to, well, it takes 8 in a row of a single color to bust you, which is pretty good again for starting with $20, because you can see we were already up 100 in a very short time. But you are risking a little bit more money with the $2,000 startup. We're up 120 already though, so you can see the benefits of that. So let's go ahead and count, and I'll tell you why it takes 8 in a row to bust you. Okay, now we're up 140. Let's switch back to black. So when you start with the opposite color every single time that you get a win, that gives you one more color in a row that it would take for you to bust. And also, by doing 20, 40, 60 instead of 20, 40, 80, that gives you an extra chance to double. So that's 2 more. So if we go 20, 40, 60, 120, 240, 480, 960, that's 7. Actually, that might be 9. Let me go through that again. 20, 40, 60, 120, 240, 480. And yes, that is 9. So that's pretty awesome. So because if you go to 960 and have a $2,000 startup, that's 7 already. You get one more by switching colors, which would be like us switching to red right now. And then you get one more by modifying the progression to 20, 40, 60 instead of 20, 40, 80. Let's see. Actually, no, that's already included. So it's 8. It's 8. Okay. So I was right originally. Let's keep going here. But 8's pretty good for starting with 20. Okay, now we'll go to 40. But Bill's basically saying he can make a lot more money faster and get out, and by having a little bit more startup and then modifying his progression. So here we go. Okay, so you can see on that last one we lost 40. So the next bet's going to be 80, and it's easy to remember where you're at with this because you're always on the opposite color. And there we go. So now we're back up 180, and we'll switch back to black for 20. Okay. Okay, so we won 200 in a very short time with this modified martingale strategy by Bill. So thank you for sending this in, Bill. And if you guys have a system you're using that's working really well, let me know, and I'd love to showcase it on the channel just like this one. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the red subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. Ring that bell for notifications so that you get notified every time I come out with a new video. And I just really appreciate everyone's support of the channel. And this is the Roulette Master, and have a great day.